So this is our pre-final coming up, Rotax Minimax. It'll be 12 laps. And here's how we'll line them up. Quick time earlier this morning in qualifying. Joseph Lambert in a 1:48. Joseph with a 41.075. Outside row one, Zachary Allenshead in the 1:56. Zachary with a qualifying lap of 41.717. Did not qualify, that's the 18. Your points leader, Dylan Gennaro. There's Dylan, current points leader in your Rotax Minimax. 41.075 on the pole for the 1:48, Joseph Lambert. Again, Joseph making his first start with the Minimax here at the Florida Karting Championship Series in 2014. Nice way to start out your first event. As Joseph on that pole position. Zachary Allenshead starts the weekend third in the point standings. Zachary making his third start of the season. Did not race with us in race weekend number 3 down at Homestead. Had a third place run at Orlando, scored the win in a very exciting fashion up at Monticello. And we've seen 3 different winners so far in the Minimax. Tyler Gonzalez not in the field, a winner. Juan Jose Diaz a winner, and Zachary Allenshead. So it's a good possibility we may see yet a 4th different winner. This will be 12 laps. Rotax Senior, Rock Senior coming up next. Pre-grid will be Tag Junior, Rock Junior. We're going to see green. We're underway. They'll head down into turn number 1 for lap number 1. Again, 12 laps your Minimax. They'll head through the chicane for the very first time. Again, points leader, Dylan Gennaro, 18. 3 straight podiums for Dylan, including his best finish in Orlando. That was second. Strong enough to get him on the top spot in the point standings as they'll head to the tree turn for the very first time. And the 1:56 of Allenshead right there in the middle of the sandwich. Dylan running third. Joseph Lambert, your early race leader as they come to the line. And Joseph Lambert off to a very good start. He'll carry about a 0.4 of a second lead into turn number 1. A little bit of a separation through the chicane early on in your Rotax Minimax. And Joseph making his first start here in race weekend number 4. They'll head to that top of that hairpin turn. Allenshead in the second spot. Dylan running third. Again, Dylan, a nice solid Saturday yesterday for Dylan. Picked up a couple pole positions. Seen him on the podium a couple times yesterday, so a good run yesterday for Dylan. Right now we'll take that cart into turn number 1. Joseph with a 40.928. So already he's picked off the time he qualified with. Earlier this morning, Joseph qualified with a 41.075. Knocking on the door, he just pulled a 40.928. And that's your leader off the top of the hairpin turn. He'll carry it into the tree turn. He's got about a 0.5 second gap now over Zachary Allenshead. Zachary running in that second place position. They'll make their way down the front stretch. 3 laps in. Again, 12 lap pre-final, your Rotax Minimax. So Joseph about a 0.5 second lead over Zachary as they'll exit off the chicane. They'll jaunt down. They'll make their way into the hairpin turn led by the 1:48, Joseph Lambert. As I said, Joseph making his first start here with us. Very good little driver. Really doing an outstanding job here this morning as he works off the tree turn. Continues to open up that gap now. We'll give him about 8 to 9 of a second lead as he'll come off the top of the oval. 4 laps complete as they'll head to the stripe. There's your leader. Takes the field into turn number 1 on about 0.6 of a second. So a little less than that, but about 6 to 7 of a second advantage. He works through the chicane. Again, coming up next, it'll be Rotax Senior, Rock Senior. Tag Junior, Rock Junior, your pre-grade. And for your 12-lap pre-final, lap number 4, Joseph, 40.877. That's your leader. So both of these drivers that did qualify, Joseph and Zachary, were 41 second bracket. Joseph with a 40.877. So the only driver to get in that 40-second bracket. And he'll cross the line for the 5th time. And he turns a 40.761. So the last 3 laps, he's picked up the pace. Holland's Head with a 40.929. So Zachary now in the 42nd bracket with a 40.929. The Dillon best lap time, 41.241. So your leader now has a 0.9 of a second advantage off the tree turn. He'll head to the top of the oval. So 6 down, 6 to go. Halfway this time by for Joseph Lambert. There it is, 6 in the book, 6 to go. Joseph starting on the pole, comes out of South Carolina. Set quick time in qualifying. Has led every single lap. Zachary Holland's Head qualified 2nd. Right now running 1.3 seconds behind your leader. Dillon did not qualify. Started 3rd. Right now sits 2.8 seconds behind your leader. Again, Dillon starts the weekend as your points leader. 3 straight podium finishes for Dillon. Right now he is currently sitting 2.8 seconds behind your leader. So just over the halfway point, working on our Rotax Minimax, 2nd pre-final of the day. Leaders work their way off of turn number 1. Lambert with a 1.4 second advantage, 7 laps in. And he'll move right along. So Joseph starting to really open it up. Again, laps 3, 4, and 5 for Joseph. He continued to pick up the pace. And last time, lap number 5, he had a 40.761. Right now, Joseph, 1.8 second advantage. He's a very talented driver. We'll see him run other classes, but right now, Joseph making his first start here of the 2014 season, coming out of South Carolina. And he's moving right along. He's got a 1.8 second advantage. They'll work their way off the top of the oval. They'll work their way down the straightaway. 9 laps complete this time by. This is 9 in the books, 3 to go. With a 2.1 second advantage for Joseph. And you see the big gap there now between the drivers. They are really stretched out now as your leader comes to the top of the hairpin turn. Again, lap number 9, Joseph continued to get quicker, 40.740. And that means one and only thing for the final. This young man continues to kick up the speed and getting stronger. He'll head down the front stretch. He'll see double sticks this time by with 2 to go. Nick will show him 2 to go this time by. Joseph Lambert will head off of turn number 1, and he opens up a 2.5 second lead over Holland's Head. Dillon Gennaro 5 seconds behind your leader with 2 to go. Next up, it'll be Rotax Senior, Rock Senior, Tag Junior, Rock Junior, your pre-grid. So final lap and a half to go. Your leader off the hairpin turn. Working into that tree turn. Nice and smooth, hitting his marks. Really great control of that cart. Them hands are just steady as can be. And sitting here right at the start-finish line. Got a great view of the drivers when they come off that tree turn. And that's exactly how you can tell. Watch those hands. If they're shaking and moving, you got problems. But boy, Joseph, that cart has been dialed in. He has been very smooth through the turns, hitting his marks, and really coming in very well prepared, making his first start of the season. And he'll work to the hairpin turn with a 2.7 second advantage. So we've got to hope everything holds on, everything stays together, a couple more turns. And Joseph will exit off the tree turn for the final time. Nice and smooth, and pretty well can coast home, about a 2.8 second advantage. So Joseph will head to the top of the oval, and he'll pick up the win. So Joseph will score the win as he goes wire to wire after picking up the pole position. Zachary will pick up second. Dylan Gennaro coming home third. So there it is, your pre-final Rotax Minimax.